Hey, welcome back, family. Welcome back to T&J Construction, guys. We have another good one for you today. Good one. Hey, but before I goes into that, I just want to let you know that you are appreciated. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If this is your first time here, this is T&J Construction. We are the bridge between you and your construction projects in Liberia. So if you're looking at doing a construction project in Liberia, in Mama, Liberia, T&J Construction is a company to call. We design, we build, we finish, we train. So it doesn't matter which stage your project is. If you already started and you need part of it done, we can take over from there. If you just trying to start and you don't know where to turn, come to us. We got you covered. So we'll design it for you. We'll build it for you. We'll finish it for you. We'll put a fence. Pretty much do your pavers in your yard, landscape, and hand you your keys. That's what we do. T&J Construction. That's what we do, guys. Well, I got some update for you on what we've been up to so far. Though it's been raining heavily in Liberia, but we've been still working, guys. Been working on the rain for your business. We've been working on the rain. So I got 3 updates for you. But I'll just wrap it up instead of stretching it too long. So let's check them out. One of them is a fence. So we've been working on this fence, and now we are almost done. It's left with the gate and some of the finishing touches. But yeah, that's one of those. And then we got 2 buildings, residential building. Both of them are story buildings. So we just completed both slabs and stuff. And we're giving it 30 days. We're almost there now with the 30 days. Actually, we completed those like 2 weeks ago. So we're giving it 30 days at least before we can come back and start adding the other level on top. So whether it's raining or not, T&J Construction is always on the go. So, and guys, I have another important information for you guys. So if anybody looking for T&J Construction to do your project in Liberia towards the end of this year or early next year, you have to put in quick, because right now we only have slot for 5 people or 5 projects. We don't want to take everybody projects and then, we start watering down the quality of what we're trying to do or what we're trying to sell or what we're trying to show you guys. So we got 5 slots left. Just letting you know right now, once those 5 slots are filled, we cannot take no more project. We'll either pull you on hold or you can go with somebody else. And if you go with somebody else, you need our consultancy, we can help you with part of that. But we only have 5 slots left, guys, because a lot of people are coming. People are already paying for the blocks with us right now as we speak. People are paying for their blocks. We are making them and saving them because they don't want when time comes, then they have to come up with blocks. Plus, it's another way too where you don't really feel the budget because you pay for your blocks in advance, and then by the time is closer, you got a black spot already covered. If you're trying to make your own blocks in Liberia, I will warn you, make sure you're using a machine press to make the blocks, because if you use a hand mold, what happens here is after maybe 100 blocks to 200 blocks has been used from that mold, the mold start to take different shapes. So as a result, it become an issue for the people that are going to be building a house. So watch out for those. And then another thing I want to stress on is also you should be aware of the sand to cement ratio, and the type of sand they're using to make the blocks. So be aware of those. Just throwing that in there. But if you want to make your own blocks, just make sure you know what you're doing, or the people that are helping you do that know what they're doing. All right. Hey, so that is that. But I have another 5 topic. It's Independence Day. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be, the last video I made, or the second to the last video that I made, was on 5 ways Liberia can have rapid development. Today, I have 5 sectors in Liberia with big room for economic growth in the country. As we are trying to move back home, as our brothers and sisters back there are trying to do their best, to uplift the country the best way they know how. Everybody got to throw in the hand. Everybody got to come and help out. So if you have ideas, suggestion, and you have a way of getting the message out there, please do. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all this stuff are free. So let help. Let all be part of the process, guys. It's not what Liberia can do for you, it's what you can do for Liberia. Remember that. All right. So I have 5 sectors with big room for economic growth in Liberia. Let's dive into it. Number 1, tourism and hospitality. But the way I broke it them down is these 5 topics. I have 5 reasons why we as Liberian, all the government should focus on these 5 sectors. All right. Well, we're starting with tourism and hospitality. This is my 5 reasons for why these 5 sectors are going to be important. So under tourism, I got 5 reasons. And under information technology, IT, I have another 5 reasons. Agriculture and agribusiness, 5 reasons. Renewable energy and clean technology, 5 reasons. Then I got manufacturing and industrialization, 5 reasons why Liberia should invest in this economy. But let's go back to tourism and check them out. 1 reason, rich natural attraction. Liberia has a very rich natural attraction. Okay? Including beaches, wildlife, and what? Historical sites. Those areas alone are huge for the tourism industry in Liberia. Number 2 reason, rising interest in ecotourism and sustainable travel practices. People are starting to come to Liberia. People from around the world are starting to take notice on Liberia. So it's time now to make them spend that money when they come there. Even we that are living from here, from the diaspora, going back home, we want to have a good time. We want to go find places. We want to at least rest and enjoy our vacation. A lot of money to be spent. Even people, locals within the country, are looking for a lot of cool places to go hang out. So that's the number 2 reason. Number 3, government effort to promote tourism sector through investment and policies. So this one is more like what the government should be doing. So the government should take this effort seriously, through investing in the sector and policy that will encourage other investors to invest in the sector. So that will be the number 3. Potential for job creation and income generation in local communities. So it's a huge job. Country like Jamaica or the Barbados, all these islands, Mexico, Turkey. I went to Turkey. Look, all these countries make a boatload of money from tourism alone. Huge. The Caribbean, pretty much they just live on tourism. So tourism alone can take care of Mama Liberia. Just imagine. So what the government need to be doing, as what they already started doing, just carrying roads to the place and providing policy to encourage investors to continue to invest in the tourism industry. So whosoever win the election, focus on that. The stress and the plenty talking will move from behind your government because people will be busy working. They don't have time to preach politics. When people are hungry sitting at home, that's the time they got all the political ideas. Opportunity to develop infrastructure and service to accommodate the tourists. So again, because of the government focusing on that now, they're going to provide accommodation. for the tourists. Okay, the infrastructure. Now that infrastructure become what? Development. And before that infrastructure is built, guess what? It creates jobs. So those are those things that kind of bring in development without anybody even noticing it. All right. Number two, IT, the IT sector, guys. For all of you guys are in the States or even back home, I went there, I saw a couple of IT schools, are doing their best. But guys, let's bring it home. Let's make it practical. All right. Number one reason we should look at IT seriously, why it increase internet penetration and tech savvy for youth population. All right. The demand for IT solution in various sectors such as finance, health, and education is huge. You go into the hospital before you get there, you already put in your diagnosis or you can communicate before you even get there. It cut down the cost. IT cut down the cost on a lot of things. You can set up your appointment online before you even leave your house. You have an emergency, you can look things up to see which hospital that is available that you can go to before you even try taking a motorbike or keke to get out of your house. IT, education, villages and places that kids can reach, that roads not reaching yet, that the development not there yet. IT can reach education to those places, especially in the rainy season where kids can't go to school. Not every other kids can afford to go to school because of the weather and means of getting to school. They can have IT, and these things are not expensive. These things can be done by private investors. And Liberians, stop looking to the government to do everything. These are all businesses. These are all problems that can be solved at the same time putting more money in your pocket. All right? Let's look at number 4 on the list. Potential for outsourcing and attracting foreign investment in the IT sector, like what I was just saying. It's a huge potential. So if the government start providing policies and investing in the area, and stuff like that, and pretty much twisting arm of those IT companies we got there, what, MTN and Lone Star and all of those people. Now, Orange, and these people, I'm sure they'll be willing as long as it's something that's going to, help their business. Definitely, they're going to be willing. We want a lot of platform that is mobile and stuff like that because more people going to use their product. So it's a win-win situation. And for Liberians that are trying to invest individually, that are looking for business to do, are trying to move back home, and you're already in the IT space here, even if you're not in the IT space, it's a place for investment, guys. Let's think and start thinking smart. All right. Now, another opportunity it comes with is to bridge the digital divide and improve access to online services. It bridge the digital divide and improve access to online services. So pretty much everything I was saying, it just come back and become one whole big ball that bringing what? A lot of development, a lot of money into the country, a lot of jobs. Each of these sectors are creating jobs. So that was number 2 sector. Let's look at the number 3 sector, agriculture and agribusiness. I'm a long time fan of agriculture. I started doing agriculture work before agriculture was even measuring in my house. I used to have my little potato green bed. I used to do my little planting and stuff like that. So yeah, I love those kind of things. And even now that I'm here, I'm one of the founding member of Agriculture Liberia with Armstrong Jabba. 2019, when he was trying to start from the embryo stage. He was doing his own thing before then, but when he wanted to bring people in, I was one of the founding member and I have my certificate to prove that. I haven't getting any proceeds from it yet, but I did it because of my love for Mama Liberia. As long as somebody get a job, as long as somebody get food to eat and stuff like that, at least I play my part. So, and it's something that I'm gonna go back to by myself, investing in agriculture and agribusiness. Guess what? If you even go back home and you want to make easy money, contract farming. You can go to the villages, you can go to the counties. People already doing the work. They just need a little helping hand. You do little investment here and there. Harvest time, you can buy those in bulk, process it, or collaborate with somebody. You can establish some kind of processing plant nearby, near the farmers. And guess what? You're adding value to the crop, bringing it to town, and you're making easy money. Without you even breaking a sweat. So for everybody that's trying to go back home, are going to be looking for jobs and stuff like that, those are huge job opportunity. There's huge money making opportunity. Instead of trying to look for government job, you know, you can be there creating job for your brothers and sisters. Another one again, potential for export, cash crop. The AGOA, what is it? AGOA, the United States deal or the plan for African country to export their produce here duty free. I don't know how many Liberians are taking advantage of that. And we call ourselves America child or America small brother or whatever it is. We're not making use of any of these things. We just talk too much. Talk too much on the internet about things that don't make no sense. You know, these are things that can make you money. Local Liberian produce, they are all 100% organic. You bring it to America here, or go packaging, a couple of Liberians get together and invest in that kind of business. One person can do it. But I know one person can do it. There's a lot of Liberians that can do the business by themselves. Guys, let's think out of the box. Everything that has to come from government. Let's think out of the box. All right? Let's look at another opportunity. Another opportunity to introduce modern farming techniques and increase productivity. So providing more food in the country. And guess what that more food does? It cut back on the input of food crops. We got the Lebanese guys, the Indian guys bluffing us in Liberia because we have one of the most fertile soil in the Red African sub-region. But we're just sitting down, sleeping. Even our people that are in the villages, they don't want to be farm anymore. They're calling the children from America. The country hot. Nobody want to do anything. The country hot, country hot. The country hot, country hot. But this going rainy season. The rainy season are going on right now. If you look everywhere in the communities, the bushes and the grass has overgrown. That goes to show that how fertile the soil is. We need more research. Sometimes I wonder what the Ministry of Agriculture really do. Sometimes I wonder. I know they're doing something, but they don't really show. I really wonder. But again, we can't depend on government for everything. It's time for us to jump and be part of the solution we're looking for in Liberia. All right? Another beautiful one. That one probably fall right in my wheelhouse. Renewable energy and clean technology, solar panels. Our current system is not stable. Our LEC, our electricity, is not even enough right now, even though they added up the kilowatt, but it's still not going to be enough. And plus, everybody that's going to have it is not going to be consistent. So having backup solar, investing in solar products, renewable energies products, definitely going to help Definitely going to help. It's another huge room for investment for businesses, for private homes. That's another way to make money. And under that, let's see the 5 reasons why I decided to mention renewable energy. Abounding in solar and wind resource for renewable energy generation. We have abundant amount of sunlight. Even in the rainy season, the sun is shining. So we're not going to have problem as far as, the solar cell charging the batteries. That's why it does. That's what solar is. The cell charge the battery put out the direct current, and the direct current get consumed. And then if you're working with solar, or if you know anything about solar, you cannot use 50% of the battery capacity. So your solar panel or your battery can last, because that's where the storage of the power is. Let's look at another one again. Need for sustainable energy solution to reduce dependency on fossil fuel. So instead of using fuel oil for generator and all of that kind of stuff, we cut back on all those things. Renewable energy is a low investment upfront, but guess what? Big dividend down the line once it's done right. Government commitment to promoting renewable energy through incentive. Now is where the government have to come in now to create incentive for people to want to use that. Policies, people that bringing in those things should be duty free for you to come in. Agriculture product, duty free. Information technology products, duty free or little to no duty. To create what? The jobs, to create the economic growth that all of these things come with. All right? And then what else? Potential for private investment and partnership in the clean energy sector. Once people start seeing that it's working, other people making money from it, it'll throw that a little money into it. Yeah, the stock market, or how the stock market works. People chip in, buy 2 shares, other person buy 5 shares, other person buy, if we go to the company, come up with a $50 million IPO, and then it goes into business. That's how they do it here. It's not one person money. It's not just one bank money. People buy stocks, people buy shares in these businesses. We can copy similar ideas and use it for our quest for Liberia rapid development. All right. Opportunity to address energy access and challenges in rural areas. Now, in the rural areas, it's another big one, like some of the villages and stuff like that. Cairo can't even reach there, but people can reach there with foot and plant those solar farm, and it will help those people, and they can stay a little bit late after dark and get work done, get their produce done, prepare for the next day farming. They can have a better living condition. Hmm? Think out of the box, Liberian. Then another one, manufacturing and industry. We have a lot of raw materials, from food crops to what? Iron ore, rubber, a lot of raw materials. Cocoa, coffee. We should be adding value to those things in Liberia. Any company that come in, we should be making them to do the work there. Hmm? We should be negotiating for some of the concession that we already signed. We pretty much saw our birthright. We should go back to the people and try to renegotiate that some of those things, at least the product, the finished product, the end product from the thing should be made in Liberia. It create what? Foreign exchange for the country, it create jobs and all that good stuff. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope I touched something that piqued your interest. But guys, nobody can do it all. Government cannot do it all. Individuals cannot do it all. We have to come together and work together, invest together, you know, to be able to get the type of Liberia we want. Or else we'll just be having a wishful thinking. Everybody, share this video with your friends, your family, whatever, people in government offices, whatever. Hey, if you official in the Liberian government or even Judge Ria, if you listen to this kind of stuff, I got it. First 5 ways Liberia can have rapid development. Now I come away. What? 5 sectors for huge economic growth. Let's pay attention to these things. You know, they're gonna help out. If you need help, help is out. Help is out here. We can help out. We don't want to be officially working in government, but we want to be consultant, a liaison that push things to happen. All right? All we want is well for Liberia. And I'm sure all of you politicians in Liberia, that's what you want for Liberia too. So there it is. Until then, remember, I love you. This is TNJ Construction. Peace. I'm out.